This video is brought to you by Snickers and Jaguar. If you ain't woke,
Okay, welcome to this ASMR video. In this video, I am just going to be talking about my thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth and the many kind of problems that I have with it, and my dislikes and likes. So, did I like the film? No, I did not. And I haven't prepared anything for this video. I'm just going to rattle things off the top of my head. And I guess, well, a lot of it comes down to the fact that I am not the target audience of this film. So, the main objective of these films is they're guaranteed to make money. Guaranteed to make over $1 billion. Or close to it. So that's why these films keep getting made. And they are there to sell toys and action figures. And it's a big part of why these franchises keep going as long as they do. Same can be said for the Alien film franchise and Predator and Ghostbusters, all these films, because they have the goodwill of the audience. If the first film does really well and is fan loved, they'll just keep mining that instead of making a new property. And, well, they have good foundation with Jurassic World universe, even though the last 4 films have been absolute shit. The Jurassic World films, they're just... Jurassic World, the first one was okay. But, God, it gets infuriating with every single film. And it's an insult to the audience. That's how I feel about it. There's, so a lot of people forget that Jurassic Park was a novel first. It was written by Michael Crichton, and he researched that book for about, I think it was 10 years or something like that. He was like researching and working on that book. And they've been borrowing from it ever since. You can see a few things they've taken from that book. Like the raft scene that was always a fan demand that scene get put into a film somehow. It was originally going to be in the original Jurassic Park, but they cut it out for budget restraints, and because it was just unnecessary. But it's something that fans always wanted to see. Another thing is that you have to make the audience care about your characters. And I couldn't give two shits about this family that got themselves stranded. And, yeah, they were annoying as fuck, and obnoxious and rude. As you can see, though, I could not stand that family. And with these films, you kind of know who's going to be dinosaur food and who's not. If you're a good person on the good guys team, or if you're a child or something, there's no harm that's going to come to you, no matter what they put you through. So there was no danger in the raft scene. We all know that they were going to get out just fine without a scratch. I mean, the boat didn't even get damaged, I don't think. That raft. A positive about this film, I guess, was the location. They shot in Thailand. They shot some of it in Thailand. Another kind of negative, it just got me down, was the text they had at the front of the film was saying, like, public interest in dinosaurs have waned, and interest is at an all-time low. People just want the dinosaurs to disappear. And which they are, and they were all becoming extinct. And after Jurassic World Dominion, they were kind of all over the world. And then by the time of this film, they had all retreated or died off to only be living in the area around the equator. I have no problem with the filmmakers. I know this film was rushed, very rushed. It was like it's a reboot of a reboot. And just the action scenes and just the relationships between the characters was just boring. And that's been the case of these films ever since Jurassic Park 3. If anything, these newer films have made me respect The Lost World even more. I love The Lost World. It's a great film. It's a great continuation from Jurassic Park. As I said at the beginning of this video, I am no longer the target audience for these films, but this series, it was a huge part of my childhood, and I don't know, it kind of fueled my fascination for dinosaurs. But as a kid, I already loved dinosaurs, so there's that. I'm not trying to... I'm sounding very kind of cynical against this film. But that's just the feeling that I get when I go to the movies. It's also the feeling that I got even when I saw the new Superman film. I didn't feel anything. And I think it has to do with the overuse of CGI. Because I don't know if that's my problem, but I just know, like, I go, oh, well, this was shot on a soundstage, this was green screen, this is how they did this, and this dinosaur or whatnot didn't exist. So I don't think they used very many animatronics at all in this film. The deaths of the characters was just idiotic. Especially the first one, the first guy, that was just fucking stupid. The Snickers wrapper getting stuck in the door, causing it to malfunction, and it brought down the entire facility. I wanted to explore more of the D-Rex and what was inside the enclosure. We didn't get to explore any of that. We didn't really get to explore the facilities, the research facilities where they make the dinosaurs. Because you know what they have to fit into a 2-hour film, you know how that's going to be structured. I don't know, it's like just seeing the same film over and over again. I think that's what my problem is. But it's also, that's what it is. It's designed to be mindless entertainment to sell more merchandise. And that's why these film series will keep going. They continue on with sequel after sequel. As for the scientific knowledge and technology stuff, there wasn't really anything to take away from this film. Just that most of the dinosaurs looked like they had dicks growing out of their heads. Is that why it's called the D-Rex? It just looked like it had a massive cock growing out of its head, and that's why I felt sorry for it. But and even the death of the main villain guy, the bad guy, who was just trying to get the DNA to prevent heart failure in people. His death was kind of unnecessarily gruesome. Didn't really deserve that. But that's another point when some characters are just invincible against the antagonistic forces because that's how they were written, and you just have no fear for them. You know they're going to be fine. I know people can make that argument for the kids in the first Jurassic Park, but at least that, I don't know, the first time seeing that kind of thing, by the 7th film you kind of know that they're going to be alright, and they're just there to be annoying. So that's what I took away from this film. They're probably going to make another film after this one, but I have no idea how you can possibly add to this series. They've mined the 2 books for all they are worth. So this Jurassic World Rebirth, it took a few plot points from the Lost World book, as well as Jurassic Park. So, yeah, I kind of knew going in that this film was really rushed in production, and kind of knew everything by seeing those trailers for the film. It's another thing. You kind of know what you're going to get with these films. It's unfortunate, but hey, they're making money for the studio, so that's how it is. But people will still line up for these films because no one, I mean, you take your kids along, it's an audience, that's what it is. These films will keep getting made, no matter how bad, how derivative they are. That's why it's such a miserable experience going to the cinema these days, or for the past 10 years at least. There's just been there have been moments, there have been good moments, but from these long-standing series, there's just nothing more to them. Same with Alien. I'm a die-hard Alien fan, but there's only so much. I mean, only so many times you can get stuck on a spacecraft with an alien. There's only so many times you can get stuck on an island with dinosaurs. But I think I watched a few other videos reviewing Jurassic World Rebirth, and they made some good points of how you could actually make a film that is exciting and unpredictable. There's oh my god, some of the found footage videos that they've made on YouTube that just people have made about Jurassic Park, they are really awesome. They're better than the films. They're scarier. I don't know how they make them in Unreal or using the Jurassic games, but they look amazing. And it's just people it's like found footage camera work, and that's what makes things terrifying. Maybe they need to go down that road. But yeah, I think this series is done. There's nothing exciting about it. And yeah, I'm sorry to make this kind of downer video, but that's kind of what I feel. So, hopefully this video was relaxing in the least. Oh yeah, the MVP of this film, the most annoying character, was that fucking girl's boyfriend. God, I wish a dinosaur ripped him to shreds. He was so annoying. Such a dickhead character. That's why I don't care about these films. Okay, thank you for watching.